Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Security Beast. In today's short video, this is a part of a basic video series. We are going to see how to emulate a ARM binary or how to run the ARM binary on the Debian box or Kali Linux. So this is a pure plain install Kali Linux. Currently nothing is installed there, no QEMU stuff is installed. So before we start installing the stuff and get things ready, just want to give you a highlight what we are going to do. So we are going to install a QEMU package. QEMU is a virtualization technique which allows to which allows virtualization inside the machine. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to install a QEMU user binaries which provides a user level binary emulation. So first I thought to give a shot to make a Debian make a ARM machine on Linux itself, but then I thought we should go step by step and first we will see how to emulate the binary first and then we will create a machine in later videos. Okay, so so here are some binaries. This is called a busy box. So in every embedded Linux or every operating system where the space is low, you will find this binary called a busy box. So busy box provides you a multiple binary in a one binary. So it's a all-in-one combo. It also provides a kernel as well as initram FS also. So let's take a look at this binary. What it says. So file command. So as you can see, it is saying it's a ARM binary here, EMBI4 and 32-bit. So as this busy box is a ARM binary, we are now what we are going to do, we have to run this ARM binary on our Linux machine. So our Linux is currently a 64-bit Linux. Here you can see it's a Debian Linux and Kali AMD 64 architecture. And on AMD 64 architecture, neither 32-bit binary will run nor ARM or MIPS binary will run. So majorly on embedded systems, there are MIPS and ARM, which rules the world. Like most of the devices you will find with the ARM and MIPS. Okay. So let's give a shot to executing this binary. So V7L. As you can see here, it is giving an error which says BusyBox ARM V7L cannot execute the binary exec format error. As this is expected because our system is a Debian AMD 64. Our system is running a 64 architecture, like AMD 64 architecture, and we are trying to run a ARM binary, which is technically impossible. It's like we are expecting a boat to fly. So this kind of scenario. So now what we can do, like a QEMU is an excellent thing which is available in Linux, and it is the reason that I love Linux pen testing embedded device. Uh, for pen testing embedded device. So we will see now how to install a QEMU, and with the help of QEMU, how to run this binary like a ARM binary. So let's search. Like I don't use apt-get, I love aptitude. QEMU user static. So here you find this binary. Let's take a information of this aptitude show QEMU. It says that this package provides a QEMU is a fast processor emulator. Currently, the package supports ARM, CRIS, i386, M68K, Microblaze, MIPS, PowerPC, SH4, Spark, and x86-64 emulation. By using dynamic translation, it achieves reasonable speeds while being easy to port on the new host CPUs. Okay, so as I told you, this is the freshly installed package, freshly installed system. So I have not installed any dependency. We may get errors, but we have to deal with them. Okay, so let's install this. Okay, it needs to do. Okay, it needs to download a 28.4 MB. After unpacking, it will become 251 MB. I don't know, the speed of internet is quite low today. Yes, so we have downloaded the binary. Now it is going to start the installation. And the distro, you can see it's a Kali rolling. So latest Kali Linux is there as of today. Okay, so now we have installed a QEMU user static. Now let's see which QEMU. So as we can see, all the commands are available here. So QEMU A arg64 B static, QEMU arg 64 static, QEMU ARM EB, QEMU ARM static. So all the architectures which supports are available in the system now. So now to execute the command, the best way is to do a chroot. But first we'll give a try so to execute it without doing chroot. Okay. So let's say we need a arm static. So cp copy that file to here. So now we got a QEMU arm static. Now run the QEMU arm static and ask QEMU arm static to run the busybox. Let's see what it says. Here we go. So as you can see, earlier we were not able to execute this command, which was ARM binary, V7 binary. It give, and now we are able to emulate this binary with the help of QEMU, right? So as you can see, this is still the ARM binary, and now we are able to execute it. So you take any QEMU ARM static, uh, do busybox ARM v4l, and you can see the binary is executed here. And strange thing I noticed now, that without giving any information it executes. So see, now also we are I think this is an excellent development. So earlier we have to take a QEMU binary in the centralized location, and then we have to run it. So now we don't need to run anything. We don't need that QEMU binary. We can directly emulate the binaries like busybox mips el. It's a mips little endian. We can run it. If you check the file command for this, it's a 32-bit LSB executable MIPS version 1. So now we can run any command. After installing this package, user binary package, we can run any command like busybox MIPS. We can run it. Can you see it? A multi-call binary, and let's take a type of it. It's a busybox MSB executable, and hooray, all set. So these are some other busybox available here. So let me show you how many busybox I have. Ah, so these are the busy boxes which I have currently. I have downloaded from the official website. So these are ARM versions available here. This is MIPS version and i486, i586, PowerPC. Let's see, can we run a PowerPC? Yes, we can run a PowerPC binary too. PowerPC 44FP, SH4, everything. So that's all for today. Hope you liked the video. Thank you. Keep virtualizing.